Cowabunga, YouTube. Cowabunga. Cowabunga. The response that I've gotten from my learning to walk again video has been awesome. It's just hit about 5,000 views. But I imagine a lot of people do what I did when I broke my ankle and found out I was getting ORIF ankle surgery, was that they go on Google, go on YouTube and they search and they try and find out as much information as possible to know what to expect in terms of like how long it's going to take you to recover, how long it's going to take you to walk again. So I've gotten a lot of questions on that video and on the following videos asking me various things like how I'm doing now, how long it took me to walk again, to do sports again, to be able to skate again, what exercises I did and stuff like that. And so I thought it would be a good idea to make this video here talking about the exercises that helped me the most in rehabbing my ankle and getting back to full health and full strength. So right off the bat, none of this is advice, it's just like anecdotal. It's what helped me, it's the exercises that I did. If you plan on trying any of the exercises in this video, definitely ask your doctor first or your physical therapist. I broke my ankle and had surgery 2 weeks later when I found out that the bones were becoming displaced, moving apart, which would cause issues down the line. So I had surgery and I was in a cast for the next 7 weeks. Got the cast off and took my first unaided steps without the crutches touching the floor the next day, so on day 2. However, it was quite a while before I was able to walk pain-free. But in those first couple of weeks and in that first month, the two things that helped me the most: number 1, walking; number 2, going through my full range of motion with my foot, making circles either way, up and down, left and right. So it really seemed like walking was the one thing that in rehab, the more that I did it, the more the ankle loosened up, because when your cast first comes off, it's stiff as hell, man. The more it sped up recovery and loosened up my ankle and all the connective tissue, because when you're in a cast for 7 weeks in a fixed position where your ankle's like flexed, everything tightens up and gets used to that position, especially the Achilles tendon. That was incredibly tight, and that's really common from what I've heard. So during the first week I ended up doing lots of foot circles, going through the full range of motion, and I would do 50 repetitions, circles going left, circles going right, up and down, left and right, 50 repetitions each, and I would do that about 5 times per day. Definitely not enjoyable, really boring and quite uncomfortable, but I mean, I was bored anyway. I was sitting on my ass, absolutely wanting to just rehab as fast as possible, and this was one of the things that helped me the most in the early stages. And then the other thing was trying to take a few unaided steps, or as many as I can manage, around the living room, the number of which increased very quickly over the first month. And then I would go outside with the crutches and I would walk as far as I possibly could with the assistance of the crutches. So trying to take my ankle through its full range of motion with the aid of my arms on the crutches. I was very surprised just how weak my left leg was. I was having trouble not only stabilizing my ankle and going through the full range of motion with the ankle, but also my knee. My knee was so incredibly unstable. I thought it was wobbling all over the place, and I thought I would fall backwards. My knee would constantly lock out just from weakness, from not being used for 7 weeks. So doing assisted walking with the aid of the crutches definitely helped me build strength in all the muscles of my leg, but also the mobility of my ankle. First up is just a basic wall calf stretch. Now, the further back you place your back foot, the more intense the stretch is going to be. So to begin with, I found it very difficult to get my back foot flat, but over time as my mobility, flexibility improved, I was able to get it flat and step my foot further back. The next stretch is just a floor ankle mobility stretch. You're in a lunge position and you've got your hands on the floor. And this can be really intense. And this can be a really intense stretch, so if you try it, be cautious. You can play with the positioning of the back leg a little bit to find a stance that's comfortable for you, but you're essentially leaning over that front foot while keeping the heel flat on the floor, or at least trying to. Now again, this is a really intense stretch that I struggled to do until really only just a few months ago, so if you try it, take it easy, be cautious. And the next stretch was just a basic downward facing dog, and I was able to do this pretty quickly, like within just a couple of weeks after the cast came off. I'm not really focusing on stretching my shoulders or stretching my lower back or even my hamstrings, so I wasn't too fussed about bending my knees a little bit. The main focus was on stretching the calves and trying to get an Achilles tendon and trying to get the heels flat onto the floor. Once I regained quite a bit of strength and mobility in my ankle, I was able to do calf raises while in this position, which definitely helped improve my mobility and my strength even more. Right, now calf raises, these were one of the exercises that I had quite a bit of difficulty with. I really struggled with these because I also tore one of the anterior ligaments in my ankle, and so it took me a couple of months to be able to do calf raises, and it took me a little while longer still to be able to do them with added weight, but I kept at them, and then before long I was able to do them, with weight, and I was also able to do them on just one foot on the injured leg. Right, so that's it. Those were the 6 things that helped me rehab my broken ankle the most. As I said, everybody's different and you may need to concentrate on other things, but those were the things that helped me the most. I hope this video helped. I know how much it absolutely sucks having to basically sit down and lay down for months in a cast, waiting to get better, wondering how long it's going to be until you're going to be back at work or back exercising in a gym or doing a sport that you love. So hopefully this video and the other videos that I've done on the rehab has helped in some small way. So that's it from me today. Best of luck with your recovery and your rehab. Cowabunga.